What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be breaking down the best budget EDC belt you're going to find on the market. So before we get to breaking down this belt, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys hit that sub button. Right now I have a goal of hitting 100 subscribers. You know, we've had some great traction with some of these videos lately, but I would greatly appreciate it if you smash that sub button. Also, if you find this belt intriguing to you, hit that link down in the description. It'll link you to Amazon and I'll get a little kickback from my affiliate link. But that's enough of me talking. Let's get to breaking down this belt. Let's go.
I can't find my way back to you until you make amends with the demons you've been through. And I can't regret leaving you alone until you find your way back home.
So most EDC belts like this are going to run, you know, 100 plus. I know the Blue Alpha Gear, you know, which is kind of a higher end version of this, you know, that runs 100 plus. Some of the Ronin Tactics is 100 plus, but this one on Amazon, you can get it for $59 right now. And I'll put a link down in the description, guys. It'll link you directly to Amazon where you can get this and order it. You know, you get multiple color options. I think right now on their website, they have black, they have this coyote color, and then they also have a wolf gray, and actually have the wolf gray in my Amazon wish list. And I'm gonna be ordering that soon, or if any of you guys wanna order me that and send it to me, I'm not opposed to that. That's how much I love these belts. I mean, I wear this belt all the time and it's, you know, it's worth it. But yeah, this belt just functionally is awesome. So, you know, comes with the Cobra belt, buckle, you know, really positive, you know, really easy to undo. As you can see, a lot of wear on it. I mean, I've worn this thing day in and day out. That's from, you know, the button on my pants just rubbing, you know, over the years. And, you know, this thing has withstood the test of time. You know, the Velcro is wearing out a little bit. As you can see on the back end here, there's some permanent dents from, you know, my pants that's kind of permanently dented the webbing of this. But other than that, it's, you know, held up really well. As you can see, they have their, you know, the Elite Survival, they have their brand in there. Made in the USA, so of course if you want to support a USA, you know, business, this is the way to go. So this belt is super strong, super rigid. For example, I carry my Glock 19 every day, my 15 round magazine plus a spare mag and another, you know, side holster, and just, you know, for all the safety devices here, it is clear. But yeah, this is what I carry every day, appendix style. For you who carry appendix, you kind of have to shift the belt a little bit, and I'll show you, just so you don't run into the Cobra. You can put it there, but it's super uncomfortable to me, so I just kind of rotate it over and put it right here, and I put my spare mag off to the side or in the front with it, or if I have a sidecar type holster, I don't have to worry about it because my mag will be right in front with it. But yeah, that's what I carry every day. You know, I carry a pretty heavy gun, Glock 19. It's not super heavy, but still pretty heavy, and this belt withstand it for $59. This belt has stood the test of time. It is a workhorse. Really hasn't frayed all that much. You know, right here at the end of the belt where it loops in, you can see, you know, there's some fraying, but, you know, pretty much 8 years. You would expect that, you know, any belt's gonna look like that, you know, got some lint in there. That's how you know I wear it all the time, you know, tons of lint in here. But yeah, I can't recommend this, you know, anymore. It's heavy duty, it's super thick, you know. Here's the stupid test that everybody always does. I always see everybody do this with their belts, but literally you can't bend it. The only thing that bugs me a little bit, in all honesty, is the way that the webbing cuts off in a certain section. So I don't know if you can see that. There's a double stitching right here, so that the main thickness of this belt kind of cuts off there, and then it goes to a single section from here on out. And that kind of leads it to not be as rigid on the front end, but I haven't seen any issues with it, especially for $59. You haven't had any issues with the Cobra belt buckle. Works, you know, still super solid after all these years. so it locks really positive. You know, you're not going to break that out. I was a little concerned when I first got it, how it was threaded right here. I was for sure that this section would break off, but it hasn't. It stayed solid, hasn't come loose. A lot of people complain about this belt, or these type of belts, because they say, oh, they're so hard to get on and off. Well, once you learn the system, it's super easy to get it on and off. If you can't figure it out, you know, I don't know what to tell you. A lot of people say, well, this doesn't fit through my belt loops, so it doesn't fit my pants. It's not meant to go through your belt loops. And I'll illustrate for you guys how you put on this belt here in a second, but these aren't meant to go through your belt loops. Pretty much you take off this end and then you thread this part through and then you connect this back on. And that's how pretty much all of these Cobra belts work, with these big, you know, 1.5" Cobra belt buckles, unless you get, you know, one of the Blue Alpha Gear belts where one of these ends, I think it's the female end, is smaller and you can actually thread it through the entire belt loops. But, you know, for a $59 belt like this, you know, you're still getting a great value. This is still my go-to belt. This is what I wear every day. If you catch me on the streets, this is pretty much what I'm wearing. Catch me outside, this is what I'm wearing. So I'm gonna bring you guys out and you can take a look at how I put this belt on, you know, how you thread it through and all that jazz. So let's bring it in nice and intimate so you can get that lovely crotch shot of the belt. No other way we can do it, so you guys can see how the belt functions, but you know, gotta bring it in, you know, for that intimacy so you guys can see what this belt is all about and how you put it on, how it functions, how I carry it. So I'm gonna break down how I put this belt on. Pretty much all you do is you undo it. I take the male end and I just hook it into the female end so I don't lose it, so I don't put it down somewhere. And then I take the end that doesn't have the attachments on it and I just thread that through on my belt loops. I usually will undo the Velcro right here at the last one, just because it's easier. Thread it through the belt buckle, thread it through the last one, and I just cinch it down, Velcro it. And that's it. It's easy as that. It's not as hard as people make it out to be. They say, oh, it's so hard, it takes so long to put it on. It really doesn't. I mean, it takes more time than just threading it through like normal if you didn't have to undo this, but it's not that long. People are just crybabies sometimes, but you know, if you want a belt that's durable and, you know, holds your stuff and does what you need it to do for a gun belt or for your EDC belt, that extra little bit of time is worth, you know, doing to have a good belt. So how I usually wear my belt is I don't wear the Cobra belt buckle in the front, just because I carry appendix and I want all this real estate right here clear. So I just shift it over a little bit to the side. You know, you can still undo it just the same, but I just want that little extra real estate right here in the front. So that's what I do. I just rotate it over. Since I have this real estate clear right here, I just take my holster. Usually I'll undo the Cobra belt buckle just to give me a little extra space in my belt. I have this Bravo concealment holster that I use for appendix, and I added a Raven concealment claw on it, and I'll put links to all this in the description so you guys can find it. You can get all these on Amazon, but that's how I carry it. I just do an appendix pretty much, and you know, good to go. I don't really have to worry about it. This shirt's a little tight. Usually I don't wear this, you know, these type of shirts. This is just my, you know, hanging around the house, but usually I wear a little baggier of a shirt, but even with appendix, you know, can't really see all that much. So if you want to get your hands on this belt, go ahead and use the links down in my description. I'll link to Amazon where you can find this. It is an affiliate link, so I get a little kickback if you guys decided to buy it, but that's not why I did this video. I just love this belt. I wish people would have told me about this belt, you know, when I was looking for the best budget EDC belt. A lot of people recommend $100+ belts, which they do the job also, but why spend $100+ when you can buy the same thing or similar for $59, you know, half the price, does everything you need to do, and you can spend that money elsewhere, you know, to round out your EDC, you know, go get a holster, go get a light, go get something else that you need for your system. It just doesn't make sense to go spend some extra money on a brand when a cheaper brand does the same thing. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.